Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Welcome again to the Double R Show. Double R here along with Mr. Paul, and we're going to be talking about getting the schools ready for back to school.
And the community support of that, and really, that's really what we're talking about. We've got the Stuff a Bus program, we've got Beth Towers from the Boosters program, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the actual sporting program up there at Taft High School.
And it's going to be fun because we're off and running into another year, and people are going to enjoy what they're going to see up at Taft High this year and the rest of the schools as well.
Yeah, and if you haven't been to Vorris Field yet, you're in for a glorious look.
And being on the field is even more exciting. We'll talk about that as well right after this.
When looking for the bestsellers of today and yesterday, look no further than Bob's Beach Books. Hi, I'm Diana Portwood, and on behalf of my sister Emily at Robert's Bookshop, we thank our dad, Bob, for the vision he had in establishing our two family-owned bookstores in Lincoln City.
Fall, believe it or not, is here. And I'm talking with the athletic director for Taft High School, Zach Lillebo. Fall already?
Yeah, summer went real fast. We ended a successful baseball, spring, softball track, not too long ago. And first day of practice was August 19th, so we've got about 150 athletes out for fall sports. And just looking forward to getting back on track with our fall coaches and fall athletes.
150 athletes turning out already. That's rather remarkable, isn't it?
Absolutely. We did a hard push over the summer and last May just to try to get all the kids cleared, registered. Those are the big pieces, physicals, as well as their impact test and everything. And so having 150 on day two is way above where we were at last year and last 3 years that I've been athletic director.
Okay, now for a student to turn out for football, volleyball, whatever, what do they need to do?
They need to register online through our Taft 712 website, and then they have to have an updated physical that's good for 2 years. They also need to take the impact test, which is a baseline concussion test that we use throughout the year. It's good for 1 year, so every fall, every athlete takes the impact test.
And this is something that's absolutely mandatory, correct?
Yes, it's absolutely mandatory. And then the next week and a half, I'll go through for our sophomores through seniors and do grade checks and make sure they're all eligible according to OSAA and Lincoln County School District, passing 5 classes the semester before and on track for graduation.
That's a tough assignment in itself.
Oh, absolutely. But, I'm looking forward to this year where maybe focus a little more on those grade checks every week, every other week, and just working with our kids during those early release and maybe even some lunchtime, just try to get them on track so we're not faced with kids that are ineligible throughout the season.
Okay, turnout for various sports, volleyball, football, what do the numbers look like?
If my memory serves me well, we're up about 55 for football this year, right around 30 for volleyball. 17 for cross country. We've got a handful of dual sport athletes. Boys soccer is right around 28, 30. Girls soccer, I think we're up to about 19 right now.
Looking out at the field and standing here in the grandstand area, it looks like we got brand new turf.
We do have brand new turf, and we also have, 9 cheerleaders, which is 5 more than we did last winter, so that's pretty good. But yes, the turf project, it was kind of interesting. They were supposed to start early June or mid-June, and then they pushed it back because they were on another assignment. And of course, Jake Tolan, myself, Rich Baloney, Miley, we're all kind of worried: are we going to have it done in time for practice? And the company pulled through, and I think it took them maybe 2.5 weeks to get the turf torn out, delivered out to Sheridan, where they disposed of the old turf, put the new turf on, resurfaced it with new pellets and everything, and it looks phenomenal.
It really does look good. I mean, it looks really good. We walked across it coming over from the high school. It feels funny.
It's so much softer. It's crazy because just a couple weeks ago we had a all administrative retreat here up at OCCC, and our building block or team building was to bring all of our administration team throughout the district down to our turf and just show them what real turf actually feels like. Because we've been playing on that last turf, well before my time. I'm going into my 7th year, but I think it's been 12 to 14 years. There's some debate within the district. So we're really excited. Our soccer programs, football programs are really excited to play on it. And I know our community, you see them here after hours or on the weekends and stuff, and they're using it already. So it's pretty neat.
And it is so colorful. It is just vibrant.
Well, that's the thing about new turf. You know, it's about 4 or 5 inches long, and then they fill it up about 2/3 with rubber pellets, whereas our old turf had been broken off, and, you know, the turf itself actually breaks off, and so now it gets lower and lower. And so when you come to our home games last fall, you know, what you saw was just a black field, and it looked like there was a bunch of pellets, because that's what we were playing on, was a bunch of pellets. So
Now, kids playing on a football field, soccer on this field, tell me the difference between being on the turf versus natural grass.
Well, I mean, for me, I played on natural grass when I was playing football and soccer down at North Bend, but it's a much faster paced game with soccer. Football, you don't get the mud, obviously, but still the fundamentals of each sport come into play with it, and it's just a matter of getting used to. You know, you go to playoff games and it's all on turf, whereas, you know, some of our opponents are at disadvantages because they play on real grass, and so the speed of the games are different.
Talk to me a little bit about the coaching staff that you have this year.
Well, I got a new coach for volleyball, Boone Marker. He's taking over as a head coach this year. Jake Tolan, he's going into, I think, his 8th year, maybe 9th year as the head football coach. Maggie Chapman has just been appointed to our boys soccer program. She's got a lot of experience with FC Portland, playing competitively growing up, and then she actually started our travel soccer for our younger kids. And then Justin James, I think this is his 3rd year with our girls program. And Pete Dahl's in his 35th year of cross-country track. And so I'm looking forward to working with all of them. Our assistant coach, we have a great coaching staff up here. They do all the right things for kids, and it's not about the wins and losses all the time. It's really about that character-based learning.
That's what my next question was going to be. What motivates a coach to coach?
Providing opportunities for kids. You know, they've been through it. You know, a lot of our kids don't get it at 15, 16, 17 years old. They don't see the bigger picture, but our coaches have passion to provide opportunities for our kids to make their character great. So when they do go out in the real world, when they graduate from Taft, whether it's this year or next year, they're a productive, positive piece of society.
You're going to be on the sidelines, in the stands, cheering all of the time yourself, correct?
Absolutely. I have a couple kids who are in high school. Daughter's a senior, and I'll also be on the sideline during the winter for our boys basketball program. So I like to attend away games, home games, and I mean, really, our entire administrative team, Nick Lupo, Summer Skalicki, and Nathan Green, we're all athletically minded, and so you will see all 4 of us at games.
And we'll kick off when?
We have the Jamboree on the 29th for volleyball. We're hosting Lincoln County schools. So we got Toledo coming over, we got Newport, and we got Walport. Football goes to Santiam Christian for Jamboree on the 30th. Boys soccer goes to Corbett on the 30th. Girls soccer is actually at a Jamboree in Springfield on the 29th, I believe. And then cross country has a meet on Saturday.
Not a better entertainment value in the county, is there?
Oh, absolutely not. Sports is something that grows positive culture within our school. You know, it really depends on our fall sports seasons. You know, I truly believe that, you know, if we're off to a positive start, not wins or losses, just that positive coaching, that positive interactions with our kids, our school year starts off really, really well. And if we can continue it during the winter and the spring, you know, that's what's the best for our kids. So it provides them opportunities and provides our coaches staff to touch lives outside of the classroom.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
We may be young, but we are experienced. Hi, Adina Zeller here, and Zeller's restaurants are now a year old, but the experience in preparing and serving food goes way back generations. Zeller's Lincoln City and Rose Lodge. Come on in.
The Taft Booster Club raises a lot of money for the benefit of the athletes up at the high school. Beth Towers, the president of the organization, is with us. And the monies you raised in the last couple of years rather significant.
Yes, with all the fundraising that we have been doing, we've been able to raise about $60,000 both last year and the year before. So it's been great. It's been a lot different now that COVID's over and we've been able to get back into the big swing of things.
And what do you use that money for?
We use it for a number of different things. We do just have general funds that can go towards uniforms. It can go towards sports equipment, travel expenses, food. When other programs ask for money, we do help with drama and culinary and choir.
So it's not just athletics anymore. It's all of the extracurricular activities.
Yes, yep, we do help with the different organizations other than just the athletics.
Well, that's rather a switch in philosophy.
Yeah, this is my third year here. So previously, before COVID, I wasn't around for that. So this is what I've kind of jumped into in the last 3 years, and I really do enjoy it. We really work hard.
The single biggest fundraiser for the Booster Club is the Booster Auction.
Yes, and we have that coming up October 19th, and that is at the Beach Club this year.
And you are soliciting items for the auction at this point in time?
Yes, we're asking different businesses if they would like to donate. This year, the theme, we've decided to do a theme, it's called the Year of the Alumni. So we're definitely reaching out to local businesses that are owned by alumni here from Taft to donate. We're going to kind of highlight them somehow during the auction, maybe in the program, something kind of neat and fun to showcase the fact that they're alumni here.
And with the alumni that are available, we also have a lot of businesses that have students that work for them.
Yes, absolutely. And we're reaching out to those businesses as well. I know some of the recent alumni have businesses that they've opened or taken over in the area. So we're talking to everybody, and it's all always the businesses that we've talked to in the past for donations. But that's just the theme that we have this year, is the Year of the Alumni.
So are there other activities that are booster-oriented?
Well, during Community Days, we do the Ducky Derby every year, and that money goes towards the middle school funds for, again, busing and snacks and stuff like that. So that helps them out quite a bit. This year in May, we're going to be doing a 5K and 10K. That's going to start at Wapiti Park. The set date is May 4th, and so that is going to be another fundraiser towards the end of the year. That'll be fun. Right now, we're not necessarily looking for donations or sponsors. We just kind of wanted to get the auction over with first, and then we'll move on. But that is another fundraiser that we're going to be doing in May.
Now, you put a lot of time and effort into the Booster Club, but you're also involved in the Chamber of Commerce as well.
Yeah, I'm on the Chamber Board. I'm also on the Parks and Rec Board as well, and have my own business. I'm an independent contractor.
You are one busy lady.
Yeah, I really enjoy living in Lincoln City. I've been here about 8 years and jumped right into the parent group as soon as I moved here to just get to know the community, and just have been trying to get involved in as much as I can, and I really enjoy it. I have a senior and a freshman this year, so time's going by fast.
It gives you a reason to get up in the morning, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I enjoy every minute of it.
And now all of the kids' activities that are critically important to those students and to all of the parents. So we want to encourage parents to get involved with the Booster Club.
Yes, absolutely. We are always looking for volunteers. They can, come to meetings anytime. We're always looking for volunteers at football games, for concessions. That's a really big fundraiser for us. It's not necessarily a fundraiser, but we do make a lot of money throughout the years with concessions with football and soccer and mushball. We just had the mushball a few weeks ago, and basketball sometimes. And just as the sports teams have their games and stuff, we just try to do concessions as much as we can.
So if we get a parent that's out there that's singing this stuff, I've got a son, I've got a daughter that's participating in football, in volleyball, in choir, who do I contact?
Well, we have our meetings the first Wednesday of every month here at the high school at 6 o'clock, and anybody is welcome, and then you can learn more about who we are, what we do. We have links to our Sign Up Genius that you can get involved in, more volunteering. And the best thing is to come to meetings and learn more about us. But you can always anytime reach out with an email, through Facebook, through Messenger, and ask any questions you want, and we'd be more than happy to answer them.
And if somebody would like to make a contribution, a check for the Booster Club for the benefit of the kids, we do what?
You can always contact the boosters, like I said, through email. We do have a PayPal account.
Or show up at the meeting.
Yes, exactly. Show up to the meetings. We'll never turn anybody away. We're always looking for new members, new volunteers. The beginning of the school year is great because then we always bring on a lot of parents that are interested in helping, and the goal is to maintain those parents throughout the year. It's a lot of work, and we know that. It's all volunteer work, and we understand that, but we really enjoy it.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, "The service was friendly and efficient." Another writes, "La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food."
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service. School's about to begin, and we're going to be helping students prepare for that special day. With me, Sharon, General Manager of Lincoln City Outlets. I got all that right?
You sure did.
Now, we have Stuff-A-Bus, and Stuff-A-Bus was started by this organization a lot of years ago.
It was. This was a wonderful thing that we've inherited here in my position. You worked with Diane previously, and it's just something that's continued. We're on year 30, right?
30 years of Stuff-A-Bus.
That is fantastic. I've only been here for 6. I'm much younger than you are.
Oh, yeah, here we come with this young thing again. And this would be true.
It is true. But it's a wonderful cause and one that we hope to continue throughout the years.
Now, Stuff-A-Bus is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to fill a school bus plumb full of school supplies.
We sure are. Boy, I was over at Oregon Coast Bank doing some banking the other day, and I could not believe the supplies that are in that lobby. It's amazing. And we see that over at Lincoln City Gifts that's done so much again this year with those pre-stuffed backpacks that they're selling.
130 of them.
130 of them, and they're selling them for $20.
It really is a good deal if you want to help the kids of North Lincoln County. But we're not just helping the kids of North Lincoln County. We want all children to have the clothes needed for back to school.
Yes, we absolutely do. In fact, we will be requesting that those who are in need for back to school clothes this year and our students of Lincoln County School District, if they need that, to come and visit us in Suite 111, which is right next to Rack Room Shoes, this Friday, the 30th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. when they can start picking up the school supplies that are obviously geared towards Lincoln City schools. But the clothes are available for anyone who is a student in the district. Now, keep in mind the sizes are limited. We only have what's available. And it's probably for the preteen and teen age range and size range.
And there's a lot of clothing for these young boys and girls.
Yes, there is. And we're very excited to be able to donate that and help out our schools.
It is a marvelous gift to the community. I mean, it's a huge gift to the community because a lot of kids are going to go back to school with little or nothing, and that's not what we want.
Sure. And, we know that times are tight, right? We've got a lot of school supplies that are necessary. Kids grow so fast, especially over the summer. I don't know what it is. Add a little sunshine and they just sprout. So we're very excited to be able to provide this year.
Now, as we look back over the years, we have literally raised thousands of dollars in cash, in back-to-school supplies, in clothing, in shoes, and this year is going to be bigger than ever.
It is. We keep talking about this. Roger, you and I have been doing this for 6 years now. This is our 6th Stuff-A-Bus together, and every year it gets a little bit better. And a little bit better, and a little bit better. And I can't believe how much our community turns out for our kids. It's amazing.
Anybody who would like to write a check, they can write a check to BFEY, which stands for Business for Excellence in Youth. Just please mark on it if you want it to be for Stuff-A-Bus or the Backpack Food Program, or if you want to split it, that's fine too. But make that donation on the check. And if you want to come in, buy a gift card for clothing, shoes, jackets that a student may need come, say, next January.
Yes, absolutely, because, they do continue to grow throughout the year. Things get worn out, especially in our weather. So if anything new is necessary, we do know that the schools and that the families really appreciate a gift card.
Okay. We're going to be in one of the units inside handing out school supplies and clothing, and you'll see the bus on the backside as well.
Yes, so if you see the bus and you've got a big carload of donations, or
Mose.
Yes, hello Mose, we're talking to you. Bring in that chowder bus behind the school bus, and that will get us into the store. But for those folks that are already out shopping and visiting Lincoln City outlets and are going to be picking up the supplies, we do ask that you use the front door of Suite 111. That's right next to Rack Room Shoes, across from Adidas.
So come on in, help us help kids. If you would like to volunteer and help with the entire program, get a hold of my bride, and that's at 996-7474. Talk to Pat, and she will put you to work.
Absolutely. If anybody can put anybody to work, it is your wife.
It is Stuff-A-Bus number 30 coming up this Friday at Lincoln City Outlets, and it will benefit children of all ages, all sizes, and for the entire county when it comes to the clothing, for North Lincoln County when it comes to the school supplies.
Absolutely. So get here early.
Join us. It's Stuff-A-Bus.
The legendary Grammy Award-winning band, the Mavericks, coming to Chinook Wynn's Casino Resort for one night only, September 22nd. The Mavericks, performing the classics, favorites, and hit songs from throughout their 30-year career. An electric evening of music with the Mavericks. Tickets on sale now at ChinookWinds.com. Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
Senior Fair is forthcoming, 1st of October, and one of the many people that will be there exhibiting is Marnie. And Marnie represents Holland America. She is going to be talking a little bit about what she is going to bring with her, the information she's going to bring with her, and some tours that you may be interested in.
Very good. Yeah, so some Holland America specialities coming to the Senior Fair.
Well, good afternoon, Roger and friends of Always Traveling. I love that we always get to be planning for our Always Traveling, and especially the Senior Fair. It's right around the corner. I can't wait to see everybody there. And we have some really special stories and adventures to help you with your dreaming and your planning. For example, in the Yukon Territory, did you know in the middle of June, typically there's this magical forest. It's just across the ferry, which is complimentary with part of the Canadian highway system. From Dawson, you pop over to the other side, go about a mile up the road to the top of the World Highway there, and there's this incredible mile loop that the First Nations, the Tronaghuichan, have put together, and it is a magical orchid forest. That second week of June-ish, depending on weather, thousands of orchids bloom in the forest. It's incredible, just remarkable, and stunning. A whole blanket of forest of these orchids. And we'll share some other tips for your Alaska cruise tour planning as well. And if you're interested in somewhere other than Alaska, because I know many of you have traveled with Roger and the team before, and us with Holland America Line to Alaska and the Yukon, there's some other really neat legendary voyages. Out of Vancouver and San Diego, we have this 51 or 56-day voyage to my other favorite destination after Alaska, and that's the South Pacific, getting into the wonders of Rarotonga, Moorea, Hua Hin, Papeete. So really interesting itinerary in those crystal clear, warm waters to snorkel, swim, or just explore with the locals. And another favorite is round trip San Diego, heading to Hawaii, Tahiti, and the Marquesas. That really floats my boat, especially this time of year when the rain is about to set in and we're thinking about those warm destinations. Another one I wanted to share with you that we can certainly talk more about at the senior fair, and that is a 36-day voyage from Seattle to Sydney. I must have warm weather on my brain, Roger. It's just that time of year to dream about those wonderful destinations and really get planning for 2025 and 2026, because amazingly, a lot of the space is going pretty quickly. Roger, good job. You have a lot of groups coming with us. So I look forward to seeing you at the senior fair.
Well, that about wraps up this show, except we want to talk about some of the other activities coming up in and around the Lincoln City community. I always like to bring up this veterans-free homemade soup and sandwich luncheon that takes place at the Elks Lodge twice a month, the second and fourth Wednesdays, noon to 2, and it is absolutely free for all vets. So vets, there is your opportunity to gather, meet each other, and have a great meal.
Very cool, yeah. So you're going to have to get up there yourself if you haven't done already.
And the big band music dance, the Lincoln Pops, the third Thursday of every month, 7 to 9:30, Glen Beach Community Club. That's good music.
Well, Lincoln Pops are fantastic.
That's good music.
Yeah.
Other activities, events, and meetings forthcoming on Tuesday, September 3rd, 6 o'clock. We got the Planning Commission meeting on Wednesday, September 4th at 3:30, Library Board. And then on Monday, September 9th at 6 o'clock, City Council meeting in the chambers of City Hall. Help local students again with the Stuff a Bus, and our thanks to everybody at Lincoln City Outlets for helping us stuff that bus. It is a wonderful gift to all of the students of North Lincoln County.
Yeah, and the amount of materials that come in are just incredible, and the backpack program also kind of helps store some of that stuff for the rest of the school year when, they need more paper, as we heard from Maya Lease on our previous
surprised
episode.
me.
Yeah, well, always burning through paper.
And again, Stuff a Bus, our special thanks to Lincoln City Outlets and everybody, Sharon and staff at Lincoln City Outlets, for helping coordinate this 30 years and running.
Yeah, and so this Friday, so folks that are listening to this Friday morning, get out there to the outlet mall. And if you don't have anything, you can always give them a gift certificate. You can always bring them some pencils. Lots to give to help stuff that bus.
Or write a check.
Write a check.
Write a check. You can make it out to Beefy Business for Excellence Youth. Please mark it if you want it for Stuff a Bus and or the Backpack Food Program. Either one, we would appreciate your support. Anything else your side of the table?
I think we're clear from here.
That will do to the doings on a Double R Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on the Double R Show. For Paul and Jenna, I am Double R. Have a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.